Wow, so it just got dark for the Philadelphia Eagles. Reports just came out that the team fears Brandon Graham has torn his Achilles and is done for the year. Time to adjust. Time to adjust. Time to adjust. Look forward to seeing the edges really ran for the rest of the year by Josh Sweat and Derek Barnett. This is a great opportunity for Derek Barnett, who made some bonehead plays today, to go out there and put out some good film and show other teams that might be looking to pick him up for the season. You know what I'm saying? That he still got something left in the tank. Well, he got plenty left in the tank. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity for him to go out there and show teams that he's worth a contract. You know what I mean? Because we already made our decision of who he was going to go with. But this is a huge blow for the Philadelphia Eagles. You already see what happened. You see what happened. As soon as Brandon Graham went out the game, they started inflicting toss play after toss play. This just got spooky, man. The Philadelphia Eagles might need to, it's a shortage of defensive ends going on right now. If it was some defensive ends available, Dallas would have picked them up. Luckily, we deep at that position, and luckily, you know what I'm saying, we got the personnel that can fill in for Brandon Graham, but you can't replace that type of leadership, though, man. So, tough sledding for a defense who's come out and shown that they are one of the best defenses in the NFL through 2 weeks. So we're going to see how this shape out, man. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, this video was brought to you by Manscaped, featuring the Lawnmower 3.0. Use code Brunson, save 20% off, and get the free shipping. The free shipping, I fought for that for y'all. Listen, I am low-key disgusted. Low-key disgusted. I'm not as disgusted with this loss as I was with some of the losses last year with Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz. But boy, I got to tell you, man, I'm going to get right into it. The coaching staff did not adjust at all. First of all, the Philadelphia Eagles lose at home, the opener, to the San Francisco 49ers by a score of 17-11. 17-11. And this was a game that showed a lot. That showed a lot, in my opinion. Neither coach, in my opinion, adjusted at the half. Nobody adjusted at the half. I'm talking about both of our coaches, our offensive play caller and our defensive coordinator. Nobody adjusted at the half, and it was just sad. It was like when your defense puts out an effort like that, and you can't come away with the win, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's hard to call, man. We literally were beat by a toss play. They were tossing to the left, tossing to the right. If they were on the left hash, they were tossing to the right. If they were on the right hash, they were tossing to the left. And you could see it happening every time. I mean, we didn't give up any explosive plays. We were stout in interior route defense, but that on the edge running is just pathetic. It was just pathetic. You know what I mean? We got to do something because now the tape is out. The tape is out now. The tape is out. You could beat these guys on the edge. And the Philadelphia Eagles, once we lost Brandon Graham on the edge, who can make some smart plays and blow up plays like toss plays, it was just all downhill for the Philadelphia Eagles. We did see Landon Dickerson. We did see Davion Teller. They got some good reps, but nothing from just judging off watching the game really popped out in terms of how they did. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts was solid. He didn't turn the ball over. That's really all you can ask for your quarterback in a defensive battle like that, is to not turn the ball over. A lot of things. It's room for improvement this week, which is good. That's a good sign. It's room for improvement. Let's see how the improvement continues to go. But it's not like a gut-wrenching loss, because we did run up against a really good defense in the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers have some good congratulations to the 49ers, because they were saying they were going to beat us. They came up there, they beat us at home, so I got no bad blood against the 49ers. It was a hard-fought game. Nobody came out there to play, and nobody got blown out. That's the type of game that you really can appreciate from a young team. They went toe-to-toe with those dudes, you know what I'm saying, and lost by 6 points. Now, the opportunity there was to win the game. Nick Sirianni, with some of his play calling in short yardage situations, was just abysmal. It was just abysmal. I mean, you get down and in field goal range, 3rd and 1. Why don't you run a quarterback sneak? We know Jalen Hurts could run to the outside if the play ain't there and pick up a first down. What's the fear of QB sneaking? And we seen Garoppolo QB sneak like 3 times today. Why would you give it to Miles Sanders starting 5 yards behind the offensive line on a 3rd and 1? A 3rd and 1 against that defensive line? Imagine if somebody did that against us. We'd be chomping at the bit. We would be chomping at the bit. Why aren't we running running toss plays trying to test their edge? Why are we trying to run directly at them with Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell? Why is Jordan Howard not on the roster, the active roster, for situations like this alone? We got a 26-year-old bruiser who we know can run in the NFL just sitting on the practice squad. It makes no sense at all, man. The adjustments to the toss play by Jonathan Gannon were completely non-existent. We did nothing to do that. I have some effort concerns from a few players. You know what I mean? Just mental blocks were happening. And the play where the fumble came out, when dude left his feet and got hit and the ball squirted out, I just don't think that that's a personal foul. By definition, yeah, if any contact to the head is a personal foul. But come on, when somebody leave their feet, they make themselves vulnerable. They don't. Nobody knows. A tackler don't tackle up in the sky. You just don't know how these dudes are going to come down. And you know what I mean? I feel like the NFL got to be more. You know what I mean? Be more consistent with calls like that, man. I guess they're calling all of those calls, so I can't say, well, if you're going to be consistent, that's the right call. So I'm not mad at it. But at the same time, on the last play, on the last 3rd and 1, I could have sworn that it was a delay of game. The clock was at 0. They let the play roll on, and the team ended up jumping on a false start. They should have been pushed back on that play, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna take our lumps, man, because you know what I mean. The coaching was very questionable today. The coaching was very questionable today. I'm anxious to see how Nick Sirianni is going to bounce back from this. I'm anxious to see how he's going to bounce back from this because he needs work in short yard situations. And Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean? One thing about Jalen Hurts that's starting to stick out to me is that, you know, I think he might need a deep ball coach because one too many times I've seen, you know, our wide receivers having to come back for the ball and kind of play defense or kind of adjust to a pass that's just hung up in the air too long. You know what I mean? If Jalen Hurts puts power on it and leads the receivers to the pylon, you know what I mean, which somebody need to be teaching them after this tape, then I think you got a lot of touchdowns out there, man. We left some meat on the bone for sure. For the second week in a row, we definitely left some meat on the bone. But I feel like neither team, I feel like the defense did enough to win, but the offense didn't do enough to win. I expected more points being put up by this offense. I just expected more. You know what I mean? We didn't have a passing touchdown today. The only score came from Jalen Hurts on a QB sneak when the game was trending towards being out of reach. You know what I mean? We had no timeouts. All they needed was a first down. They was going to take the knee and get out of there, bro. That's all they was going to do. I mean, the coaching has to get better. Now we got to check the We got to check the statuses of, you know, Brandon Grahm and Brandon Brooks. I'm expecting Brooks will play next week, but Brandon Grahm might have an ankle sprain. He possibly could be out, but we don't play again until next Monday, so we could be okay. We got a little long, some rest. We get to look at the Cowboys here in a few minutes, but you know, it's not a heartbreaking loss. It's a tough fought loss. You know what I mean? I can respect the effort from the team today. I can't really say nobody gave up, but it was some bonehead plays out there. Derek Barnett with the penalty after they fumble and the ball go out of bounds is a loss it down. Derek Barnett with the penalty there. I mean, come on, man. Come on. It's just a lot of stuff just uncalled for, especially when you're trying to come back into a game. A lot of stuff is uncalled for, man. The defensive line was hungry and eating in the beginning of the game. I think the turning point is when they found that we lost our edge, they start playing to the edge more, throwing screens on sides where, you know, Derek Barnett would usually line up. Brandon Grahm would usually line up at. Throwing a toss to where Brandon Grahm would usually line up at. That was great adjusting by Kyle Shanahan. We didn't counter adjust to the toss. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say we was killed by the run or killed by the pass. It just was great. It just was great coaching on the side of the San Francisco 49ers to counter some of our strengths. You know what I mean? We did not counter at all. We didn't adjust at all. I don't understand that. There was no adjustments being made. No adjustments being made to make the pass game more fluid. No adjustments being made to make the running game more fluid. It's like we went out there and we stuck with a plan. And when we thought we needed to be bailed out, we asked Jalen Hurts to drop back and throw a bomb. Now, you got time to work your way up into something, bro. Kill him immediately. Why is Dallas Goedert just getting his first reception? You know what I mean? In the fourth quarter, I think. In the fourth quarter, we had 2 drives in this game. We had 1 drive in this game that really ended the game, if you want to be for real. It was a 16-play drive that took 9 minutes off the clock. Damn near a quarter. And you telling me that you as a defensive coordinator can't adjust in 16 plays? Lord knows how many toss plays were played during that drive. You can't adjust to that? You can't say, I'm getting whipped up and down the field for 16 plays. I got to do something different? That was crazy to me, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Of course, we're going to talk about this all week. We're going to bust down some film. But I'm going to watch this Cowboys game, man. Hopefully they take an L so something happy could happen. I do not want to be tied with them bums. You know what I mean? But as of right now, it's looking like we definitely still do have a strong defense. But the offense got to catch up. You would expect your offense with a dual threat quarterback to get more than 11 points. You would expect that. It wasn't a lot of drops. It was just that San Francisco was on their job defensively, and you can't be mad at that, man. Let me know what you think in the comments.